Welcome, citizen, to another Starcraft Nation broadcast. I'm your host, Vinarati, and it has been some time. I believe it's 2 or 3 days since I cast anything, and well, I guess it's really not that long, but for me, you know, I just love casting that much that it feels like it's been too long. So here we are right now. We are in the, actually going to be viewing the finals of the Cyborg Cup, and the two finalists are Dimaga and Mouzhasu. I've never actually cast a game with him. I've heard him before, so if that pronunciation is wrong, you know, scold me, beat me, whatever you need to do, but let me know what's going on. So Mouzhasu will be spawning as the blue Protoss, and of course Dimaga is the red Zerg. We are on Xel'Naga Caverns, and this series, I want to talk a little bit about the series itself. I did watch it beforehand, and it's pretty awesome to see how our players really change, not really change things up, but it's, you know, after playing a little bit, I actually got some time into play, and to go back and watch myself play and then watch these guys play, it's pretty astounding to see the difference. I mean, you know, look at the APM right now. You know, Dimaga is harvesting, and he's at 200 APM, so pretty awesome. Just want to make a quick note of that. However, also right now we see scouting going on. Very important, very key. I mean, obviously, on a professional level, this is what happens, but this stuff is so underrated. It's so important. And so, focusing on what our players are doing right now, we have Dimaga not choosing to grab an expansion at around 14. Instead, he's going to be grabbing the spawning pool and grabbing the extractor immediately. We have the probe of Mouzhasu is tasing the crap out of this hatchery. However, it's really not going to be doing it that much damage, seeing as it is a total pool of 1500 HP, and this little guy doesn't only does 5 damage. So, not going to have to worry about that. Dimaga's obviously not worried, so he lets it sit there. Meanwhile, we do have the gateway coming on the front door, looking for a cybernetics core. Yes, maybe. Yes, we do see a cybernetics core coming down here. We don't see a zealot coming out immediately either, even though we do see the minerals in the bank farm, so we're probably going to wait and see for a stalker. It's pretty common to see that. Just use the stalker to block. Now, that does look like it's circling tight. I hope that it is. Yeah, that is. I don't have the grid on, so you know how that goes. Either way, we do have Dimaga pulling out some Zerglings. We do also have Metabolic Boost coming out for Dimaga, so Dimaga going to be using these Zerglings to great effect. The Zerglings are very, very powerful, especially against the Stalkers. If you catch the Stalkers out in the open, get any sort of surround on them, they are pretty much boned. And we do have an evolution chamber being grown over here for Dimaga, so Dimaga's looking to get either early Spore Crawlers, or I bet you he's going to be getting an early upgrade, as that's really what... yes, there we go. We actually do see the melee attack 1 coming up for Dimaga. So Dimaga will be using that and is going to make a difference as the game progresses, as each time these Zerglings are going to be doing that much more damage, and it's going to be that much more awesome. Meanwhile, Dimaga, after pulling that up, will be getting the hatchery, so not going to be completely one-basing it, and will be actually setting himself up for the mid to late game. Meanwhile, in Mouzhasu's base, we do have the Stalker sitting here, not actually holding position, but will be blocking this doorway, as if the Zergling does run up, they don't actually have to run to meet it, they will be shooting it from a distance. We do have more chrono boosting of the economy of Mouzhasu, and let's go take a look at the Harvest Trap. Very, very equal, you know, no one's really running away with each other, showing that even if you are a Zerg player and you do build military units, you can still keep up with that drone count, especially if you have a queen. It's pretty rare. In fact, I can't remember a game where we've seen people play without queens. I mean, I know the Day 9 Daily, he did challenge his players to not build the queens and go from there, and it was viable, but it's not necessarily popular means. Well, let's go take a look at the units tab, as there are quite a few Zerglings on the field right now. We only have 4 Stalkers on the field. We do actually have another gateway, and we have the chrono boosting of the Twilight Council's Blink research. So looks like Mouzhasu is going to want to do an early Blink Stalker push, as it can be quite effective, as you are able to, if your micro is good enough, you're able to go ahead and pull your units back that are being damaged. Now, Mouzhasu is in a dangerous position here as he's kind of separating himself from his base, leaving this door open, and he does not want to be caught out in the open as we actually see the Zerglings coming over here, not choosing to actually run in the base, actually going to try to get east around. We do see Mouzhasu backing up in the corner, trying to minimize the amount of surface area these Zerglings have to really engage, but there's so many Zerglings right here. These Stalkers are not that apt at taking down these Zerglings. The Zerglings will be taking out all of those Stalkers right there. This one Stalker really not feeling so well, throwing the probes into the battle. And we actually have more Zerglings just rushing in here into Mouzhasu's base. Don't know what Mouzhasu is going to do about this. We do see another Stalker coming down, not a Zealot. And all these probes are going to be very, yes, very dangerous positions as they are trying to combat these Zerglings. But Mouzhasu, GG's out. That was a very quick game. That was only 7 minutes and 30 seconds in-game time. So very quick, very decisive. Xel'Naga Tower, there's Xel'Naga Cavern showing you that these two base maps really can, you can see some very quick action. Not to say that you can't in the four base maps, but you see a lot more macro heavy games on those maps just because you got more room to, you feel comfortable and you can move around. Either way, thank you for watching this, guys. I will be casting the rest of this series at least before I have to go to work. We'll be rendering them out. We'll be putting them up today, the 14th. So once again, guys, thank you so much. Let me know if you like it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You can always subscribe. Yes, subscribe. That button is very easy to click. Very free. Doesn't come with anything except positive awesomeness. You get to hear me. Woo! So as always, citizens, stay safe.